The epic voyage of the Atalanta. In 1895, the SS Atalanta, being some 124 feet long, was the largest boat to make the historic voyage from Cardiff to Worcester via the new Severn Navigation. The A1 had previously done the journey, but she was half the size of Atalanta, being 100 foot long, and described as bringing a puff of wind and leaving with a pig's bladder. The Severn Navigation was a newly built canal using many locks and weirs to allow larger vessels to avoid the sandbanks and sharp bends that obstructed their passage in the past. My story starts in the Severn Estuary. The tidal range of up to 15 meters or 50 feet in the Severn Estuary is the second largest in the world. So let us begin. The improvement of the Severn was finally carried down to Gloucester with the approval of the citizens, and a lock and weir as originally projected were placed there without endangering the health of the city by stagnating the water or destroying the salmon fishery or drowning the lands beside the stream. 6th of May 1857. Worcester Chronicle. Improvement of the Severn Navigation, new weir and lock at Tewkesbury. The works at the Upper Low Tewkesbury for the further improvement of the River Severn are being carried on with great vigour by the Severn Navigation Company. The Tharsis Sulphur and Copper Company at Cardiff treated ore shipped in from Spain and produced the sulphur that was loaded onto the Atalanta for delivery to the Midlands. Using the new Severn Navigation, a canal with many locks and weirs, Atalanta could avoid the sandbanks and sharp bends of the Severn that would have stopped them in the past. She anchored in the roads awaiting for the tide and left on Friday the 27th of September to make way to Sharpness and the Severn Navigation. Turning into the tide to aid navigation, she entered the Severn Navigation at Sharpness. These aerial views from Google Earth illustrate the shoals and the curves at which the big boats would have got stuck. She lay overnight at the lower load, where there just happened to be a handy pub. She turned into the Severn at 11 a.m. on Saturday the 21st, where she lay until 1 p.m. A fresh start was made at 6:15 a.m. on Sunday the 22nd. She arrived at Worcester at 10:30 a.m. on the Sunday and moored up just short of the bridge in midstream, where the cargo was unloaded onto narrowboats to be taken on up the canal to the Midlands. The Atalanta belonged to the Severn Canal Carrying Company. She left Worcester on Wednesday the 9th with a small cargo of one canal boat of iron and one of red sand for moulding. The commander was Captain R. Price, and 2 men were on board to attend to the 15 horsepower engines. She was 124 feet long, with a 20-foot beam and a draft of 9 feet.